Hello, and welcome back to the second take of Make and Break for the day. We had some sound issues, but we're back, and we're working on this today. I gave a whole big apology about why I'm working on it today. I'm not going to apologize. This is just the way it is. So, let's do it. So, to start with, I'm going to work on this little mesh for a sec, and then we're going to switch over to the surrounding area. But let's just kind of check some things off of our list while we're going. Let me turn the music down just a little bit more. And I'll turn it up in my headphones so I can hear it the way that you guys can hear it. And we're going. So, yeah, yesterday, I'm pretty proud of this guy. We made, what somebody said, it looks like Yoshi who smoked too much, which, that really stuck with me. I love that. I believe it was Shud who said that. So, shoutouts to Shud for just really digging into my mind. Hey, Fun Pro Gamer, how you doing? Gonna be eaten, but I'm here. You're good. There is no expectation ever. You are fully autonomous. Okay, so I'm gonna sit and mangle this thing up a little bit. Actually, I don't want to do this one because we could probably bear without it. So let's go ahead and pop this over here, and I'm going to make this whole platform just a bit longer, which I just realized is going to make my invisible wall not work. So we're going to redo our invisible wall. CQTK is back. I reset my stream, so let's just pretend that nothing happened. I need to turn off proportional editing. Oh, man. I see. I understand. That's probably why it broke the first time, actually. But this is fine. We'll do it just like this. Okay. So, this theoretically should be a slightly longer, better-looking path. We put this on. I get out of edit mode, and that works for me. I can live with this. So I'm going to go ahead and pop everything back a little bit. And that is pretty much all I need to do there. I'll worry about the invisible walls later. I'll go ahead and just get rid of that. So, just some couple of things that I really wanted to get set straight. We got all our teeth here. There should be a mirror modifier. We already applied the mirror modifier. So I'm going to go ahead and edit, select all, and separate by loose parts. And we're just going to grab some stuff and mangle it just a little bit. I guess we should probably set origin to geometry. Oh, no. Oh, no. It always does this. Oh, there we go. I just clicked the wrong one. Never mind. I've had it do that in the past where you set origin to geometry and it just decides that it will go wherever it wants to go. And I don't know what causes that. Very frustrating. But we're just setting some origin to geometry. You'll notice I skipped the first one. I'm not even going to worry about the first one. We're not doing that one. We're just doing all of these guys. Mirror modifier usually. Yeah, but once you separate them as individual, why would it continue doing that? That's the part that kind of gets me. Okay, so all I'm really doing here is I am building out slight variations in this to make it look like I didn't mirror modifier it. So for anybody that sits and appreciates things, they're just going to say like, wow, I can't believe he took the time to do all this. And realistically, it took me, what, like 3 minutes to fix this, right? So if somebody appreciates it and it takes me 3 minutes, why would I not do it? So that's kind of the mentality that pervades all of game design, honestly. I walked in a store today and I found a fox skin and used all my money on it. Well, that's inadvisable. A fox skin? Is it like a hunting shop? I know you live on like a farm. Do they have fox skins where you live? Nope. Okay, so it's just a random sort of thing. Also, this guy, this is going to be a big one that I'm going to want to redo. You know what? We're just going to go for it. I'm just going to go ahead and cut out all of these guys. 100% random. 100% random is kind of your brand. Just try auto smoothing. I will auto smooth, but I want to make it all one mesh. This little like split tooth thing, I kind of obsess over. I do it very often. Oh wait, I didn't even do that. Oh wait, yes I did. Dang it. I get very obsessed with like split teeth, split horns, stuff like that, and every time I do it, I'm losing a little bit of uniqueness each time. I just collect animals not alive. I mean, that's fair. Someone's got to do it, I suppose. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of work our way around this. I think if I've done this correctly, we should be able to just have it like that, and I should be able to grab all of it, and now we can do the auto smooth. And a little bit of a dull tooth probably isn't the worst thing in the world. So that one can be just kind of a little glossy whatever. I will grab it and tilt it backwards and down a little bit so you're less likely to see that edge. You think you want to do a fox skin on your wall, but you're not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure how to feel about any of this. I think, yeah, I don't know what you would do with a fox skin. I mean, I just wouldn't purchase a fox skin personally, so I kind of have a hard time quantifying this question, but, suppose it's completely up to you at this point. There we go. Okay, so that's semi-random enough for me. This feels pretty good, right? So now I can take them all. We're just gonna grab all the teeth, and we're gonna join them back together. And the reason I'm joining together is so that I can edit the materials easily. And it's very easy to separate them back. Like, all I gotta do is go back into edit and separate. There's no problem. Oh, and you bought some blue hair dye? Or hair color dye? It's good. I would say you should post a picture of it done, but that's probably not anybody's best interest. So we'll all assume that it looks perfect. We'll all have your best interest in mind when you dye your hair and let us know. Okay, cool. So we're here. This is pretty much all I wanted to do for the teeth. Whoa, my voice. That was strange. I ate a bunch of rice and beans before, so I guess maybe the little spice that's in there is, you know, doing me a dirty right now. Okay, so what we want to do is hit up the nodes, and the thing that I became very obsessed with last night is I really hate this color. I think it's cool. I think it's really interesting the way it follows the camera like this, but it's just not the speed. So I have a different idea. I have a much different idea that I think is going to be literally perfect. So it's going to require a bit of doing real quick. So let me go ahead and scooch all this down. You chill all you need. This is just a nice, calm, chill, artistic place. We try not to get too caught up in anything, so you just hang out. You could always save that material for later use. Oh yeah, that's true. Let's go ahead and say dragon scale, or no, we're gonna call this cosmic dragon. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab cosmic dragon. We'll go ahead and pop in just a little cube. This will be a little reference, I suppose. We'll just put a little cube right back there. In this cube, we'll get the cosmic dragon skin so we can come back to it. Wendigo. Okay. You guys are a little gung-ho on your channel points, but a Wendigo is very cool, and Simo suggested retro tech earlier, so I got some ideas with that. And that actually fits into one of the sketches that I need to do for this game. So that might end up in the game. So I guess if that's something that you care about, congratulations. Yeah, I have a, I don't know if I've said this out loud. I'll say it right now. This game is based on a dream diary that I've kept for a while. I'm not sure if I've said this, so sorry if I haven't said this. This game is based on a dream diary I've had for a very long time. And I'm basically recreating dreams in sort of stylized, a little bit embellished ideas. I'm embellishing quite a bit, but, you know, it is what it is. So, hey, there we go. I'm kind of hoping that, you know, my brain just melted. Hold on. By using a dream diary, I'm able to make a bunch of weird stuff and put it in my game. But I'm embellishing a lot. So if I have cool ideas that make an interesting game, I'm not being super strict with like, no, I have to do the dreams exactly. Because dreams are kind of boring when interpreted super literally. Like, I don't have the most interesting dreams in the world. They're cool. I think I have very interesting dreams, but like, that doesn't mean anybody else enjoys them. So there's no reason for me not to experiment and play with them and do whatever. So that's the idea. Also, this, oh, actually, hold on. This is going to be great. We're going to go ahead and do this on a mission. A mission strength is going to be based on this. Oh, we're here. Done. There we go. That's the teeth right there. So they should cycle from green in the back. It's a little hard to tell. Let me switch to Eevee, see if Eevee will take this. Okay, so we got green in the back, and it comes all the way. Yeah. Yo. Really nice. Good or scary? I don't really have nightmares. That's more of a me thing. Like, the dreams that I have are kind of haunted. Like, I'm definitely not having, like, perfect, beautiful dreams all the time. But I don't really get scared by my dreams. So it's hard to say that they're, like, good all the time. They're a little scary. Term bloom on Eevee. It makes the emission glow. Good. You got it. Do I have to update it? Bloom is on. I mean, why would I want it to be? No, we're not going to do that. It's fine. I'm going to switch to cycles anyway. I'll just show off what it looks like in cycles for just a sec. Looks pretty good. It honestly looks pretty good. I might want to like exaggerate the colors a little bit more, but we're not going to worry about it yet. Turn up the emission strength. Yeah, I'm thinking that's definitely what we want to do here. So let's go back to white. And we'll go back to Eevee. And we will... You know, this is usable. This is cool. So that's our teeth. Whoa! What the heck? Okay, now if I can put that in a game, I'll have to put an epilepsy warning. Epilepsy warning, by the way, for everybody here. Let's go ahead and not do that for a little bit. Holy cow. That was crazy. Okay, so we're here. Anyway, I'm back. Sorry, I got distracted for a sec. This is our teeth. This is the Cosmic Dragon. Yeah, the lights were very interesting. We're gonna make the dragon. Hey! That scares me every time. I get a big spook every time I get a raid. Chaos, happy to have you. How is everybody? We're just making a bony little dragon here. So we're gonna call this Dragon 2. Hello, hello. How was your stream? What'd you make? Are those the little cracks? Why are they so small? Oh yeah, it's Starry Dragon Tongue. For everybody who wants to see the original version of it, here, I'll pop it over to the original. We're redoing it. But here is what we made yesterday. So it's kind of a wild looking texture, but we're gonna switch over to making some newer things. Was a lot of fun. Had designed an outfit for a commission, Ice Elemental Royal. Whoa. You said that you're doing some like world building. Is elements like a big part of it? Like, is everything kind of elemental, or what's the idea behind that? Okay, so we gotta make dragon skin, and I gotta pop in these little guys. I think we want to redo our object real quick. Oh, Eevee does not like this. Let's get rid of that map. I don't want that map. I want just this map going into it. That's perfect. Literally perfect. Hello? Whoa. What the heck is happening? My computer's freaking out. You guys dropping a bunch of frames? Am I skipping for you? Yeah, it's up to every time I update the shaders, it's freaking out. Okay, tell you what, I'm off of Eevee. We're done. Eevee's out. Is that better? Let me see. It hasn't fleshed out enough, but I imagine so. I know there's lava guardians, etc. in the volcano region. Nova is doing it with me. They might know more. It's just a joint creation. That's cool, though. It's very cool. Nope, we're still skipping frames. This is worrying. You know what? Let's grab this guy, and I'm gonna drop the subsurface off for right now. My CPU usage is really small, too. What is happening? Why is Streamlabs so random? Okay, well, we're gonna kind of play it by ear here for a sec. You let me know if it looks terrible. I'm just gonna try and keep going as normal. We're gonna hope that it doesn't mess up for us. No guarantees, though. Okay, so the dragon has all of these little crusty bits on him. So now I can take it and we can go real dark. Like 0.05 to like black. Let's go full black with it. Are we still struggling? My computer is just like not having it today. This is weird. Ice dragon. Yeah, is there gonna be an ice dragon now that we're stuck on this whole dragon mindset? I think it might have been Eevee. Honestly, if you guys aren't dropping frames anymore, I think it was Eevee. So maybe Eevee uses some sort of encoder that Streamlabs also uses. Is your PC too warm? Let's double check. Feels nice and cold to me. I think we're good on the PC. Let me go turn my AC down just a bit. All right, we're back. Okay, we're here. It is getting into the warmer months here in Florida, so it's possible that things are getting weird, but I have no idea what's going on. So, we're back. We're focused. Whew, we're here. I think what I want to do is I want to grab... Oh, how crazy can I get this? Control Shift Escape to see if you're hitting any bottlenecks if it keeps happening. Can I get an over-under from everybody? How bad is it now? Oh, I just got another warning. It looks like it's pretty bad. Control Shift Escape. All right, I hope this isn't some, like, thing that destroys my computer. Let's see. CPU usage is fine. Memory usage is fine. OBS is taking up a certain amount. That's not a big deal. Oh, Streamlabs is open like 20 times. What? What? Streamlabs? That's confusing. Okay, so am I just like streaming like from a bunch of different clients all at once? All right, hold on. I know I'm going to lose a lot of people doing this, but for the sake of the stream, yeah, we're working on this again, but we're going to fix stream real quick. Over under, like from 0 to 10, how bad is the stream right now? Is it lagging? Let me switch some shaders around real quick. Let's go like this a couple of times, and you guys tell me if we're like lagging a whole bunch. You seem okay to me? Okay. I think it was Eevee, and I think my computer's just catching back up. So I'm going to pretend that nothing happened. We're fine. We're chilling. Cool. Thank you. That was weird. That was really strange. Kind of freaked me out. Okay, so fun fact. Simo, in all of your wisdom with Eevee, don't use Eevee when you're streaming. As good as it is, it keeps OBS from working. That's a fun fact to keep in mind. Cool. Okay, so we're back. So what I'm going to do... Oh, look at that. Look how beautiful that looks. Yo! I'm even on a shitty laptop because my PC won't turn on. Eevee is the rendering engine that runs a little bit lighter, but it lacks some function. So Eevee doesn't allow you to do like transparency in the typical way that you normally do transparency, and some things just work a little bit different. Not that it doesn't work the same, like you can get things working just fine, but the workflow is a little bit different on Eevee. So for me, it's not preferred. But if you're streaming, theoretically it would be lighter, but it looks like it's not doing it. So let's not do that. Okay, so I want camera data. We want view vector. I'm going to have to fix that. Oh, she's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to see everything straight from this. So, no matter where I'm looking at this guy, we should have two colors all over the place, like this. And I'm going to use a quadratic just so it's a little bit lighter for us. So right there, we zoom in and we should have just a bunch of color. That red is really dominant though. For some reason, that red is super dominant. So we're not going to use a quadratic. We're going to use a linear. Or an easing. Easing might be better. Let's go ahead and map out this color node first real quick. I'm going to go ahead and put in a mapping vector right here. And do that. And I'm going to go ahead and slide it. I think it's literally impossible to know. Let's do like a -1. Okay, perfect. We want a 1. I really like that pattern. Yeah, me too. The goal, I think, is to try and get it to look like cracked skin. And I'm inside the cracks. I'm going to fill it with this like shining, glossy, whatever sort of thing. So, if done correctly, this should look pretty intense. I'm pretty sure your PC will handle Eevee streaming. Now, the only reason that I don't think that's true is because my CPU usage is less than 20%. And I just dropped all those frames. So I think it's an encoder setting. It's not a like what am I saying? It's not a performance thing. Okay, perfect. We got it. So as you walk around, so pretend you're playing a game, right? Because this is going to be a game eventually. You walk around and there's this beautiful little pattern on him, but as you walk closer, the pattern follows your eyes. So now I just got to make it look like cracks, and then I got to redo the skin of the dragon, and then we're done. Problem solved. And now the view vector is only determining that part, which I think is going to look really good. Okay, so Vernoy. We want a Vernoy that is spiky. Nova, are you still here? Because I got questions about your world building. Okay, so we're gonna say maybe 3D is better. And we'll scale this up a bit. Okay, I gotta know, what's up with the elementals? Do you guys have like an elemental system to your world building? Or, like, is it more freeform? Like, what kind of magical system are we talking about in this writing? That's it right there. That looks literally perfect. Cool. So now I kind of got to make it crack, but I don't know if it's going to crack correctly. So we're going to go for it. Also, I keep checking and I have no lag on my end, so I think we're set. I think I fixed it. I'm pretty sure it's just Eevee, which is super weird. And for the time being, that'll be the last I talk about it, I promise. We'll say that that's probably all right. Calculating these normals is going to be pretty rough. I suppose all I need to do to calculate the normals... Oh, wait, hold on. Infinitely better. I want a mouse pad that looks like that. Is that possible? Probably. I mean, there's no way you could get a mouse pad that tracks like this unless there was some sort of, like, face recognition camera and an LCD screen. I mean, I guess you could theoretically have a mouse pad that has a camera on it that's looking at you, and then when you move, it, like, determines, like a Tobii eye tracker or something. Oh, that's an interesting idea. You could put a Tobii eye tracker on a computer, and the background of your wallpaper on your desktop could follow your eyes. There's some mechanics in place where the elementals can end up in different planes. Hopefully this is not offensive to hear. That sounds very, sounds very D&D. It sounds very Dungeons and Dragons with the 9 planes and the elemental planes and stuff like that. I'm assuming you all are D&D fans? Okay. All right. I feel super comfortable with him. He is super cool looking. So now I got to make it stone. Yes. That's awesome. I was a DM for a really long time, on and off. Obviously, I'm like obsessed with world building and all that, so it was perfect for me to be a DM. You're fine. I don't mean to demand too much of your time. You're chill. Yeah, I've been a DM for such a long time. I love it, but my biggest problem when I run campaigns is I get like very... I want to invent new stuff constantly. Oh, there's our spam phone call of the day. I get one every time. Here we are today. You've never tried playing yet. Honestly. It's cool. It's very interesting. The problem that I have with it is I'm always trying to make new systems. So I'm always like reinventing the wheel every time I play D&D. Instead of just using the rules and playing the way that you're supposed to. I'm just obsessed with like making it new constantly. You really want to? I mean, you being a live streamer is live streaming the right word for it? I've never said that out loud before. You being a streamer, you can attract a lot of attention if you want to try and like get a group together. Oh yeah, it's definitely more fun to like do your own system. It's just a lot of work. And in my experience, I've worked with people in the past who aren't super respectful of that. And so you can end up with kind of some weird situations where people aren't like, they're not respecting what you're doing by making your own system. So you definitely got to be picky and choosy with who you play with. Otherwise, you'll get a little torn up over it. That's as a DM. As a player, it probably doesn't matter at all. As a player, you just go have fun and you chill and it's all good, no problem. But DMs, I don't think DMs receive enough credit for what they do. Okay, so. I like this true black. I really like the true black. I'm thinking I might go like super high on the true black. And then we'll try and make some like marbly, mossy, I'm not sure yet. Joe. Joe, I would love to play D&D with you, honestly. I don't think I've ever said that out loud before. I've always thought it. I would love to play D&D with you. I think you'd be a blast. I think we'd have so much fun. It depends if I get the Joe that's on this stream or the Joe that's on your stream. Because the Joe on this stream is a wild man. Okay, so... I'll break you of that point of view very quickly. You seem like you'd be a good DM. Thank you, I very much appreciate that. Joe, what you gotta know about me is I'm down for anything. I'm very chill. Like, I sort of enjoy chaos. I like when things go wrong. Are those little streaks? Whoa, wait, that's the Musgrave. Now this gets me thinking in a different kind of way. What if we instead put on weird little bits? Here we go. I'm gonna put on a wave texture. Anything? I mean, okay, let me put it this way. I am mentally up for anything. If you want to tie me to a chair and like brand my ankle, nah, I'm good. But like, if you want to subject me to your weird whatever, absolutely. Feel free. No, I won't. I mean, actually, I would love to be a farmer. If I could be a farmer and you could guarantee that I could still like have internet access and make games and have time to like do this sort of stuff, I'd be a farmer in an instant. I'd be a farmer day one. Also, I'm losing track of where my Musgrave is. So what we're gonna do real quick is I'm gonna remove the emission. We're going to change this to a bright red, and I'm just gonna see the pattern that I'm making first, because I'm losing track of what I'm doing. Okay, everybody needs to drink. Hi, I'm good. Did a Gordon Ramsay watch party today. Kitchen Nightmares. I just wanted to do a chill one today. What? Did I miss something? You're talking about being a farmer in D&D? Yo, I'd love to be a farmer in D&D. Are you kidding me? What's weird about that? You're fine. I'm more confused than anything. What? I gotta know. Okay, give us the context. You've outed yourself that you're jumping chats now. Now I gotta know. You got 4 streams open? That's... Look, I'm not offended. You're good. I need to know what you were talking about. Roll for plants, beat enemies with your hoe, and have a chicken companion. A chicken is a banned term? What the heck? Thank you, Simo, for fixing that. You did a watch party for Gordon Ramsay today. That is excellent. That is so... That's so good. So, how's the legality on that? I'm sure it's not a problem, but with Twitch's new, like, craziness, how does that work out? Is it just kind of a don't talk about it and it just happens sort of thing? Okay, I'm debating what color I should do here. Simu using his mod powers for good. Yeah, unlike you, Joe. You use your mod powers to ultra ban people. It's linked to Amazon, so it's fine. That's interesting. Oh, speaking of stream stuff, while everyone's here, I've been kind of quizzing over the idea of doing a community day where we, like, play Jackbox or something. Realistically, I'd love to know how people think that would go. Because I know we're, like, more of an art channel, and what we're doing is a little bit more introspective. But I wonder how, like, Jackbox would go with the group here. What's Jackbox? Chaos. Oh, I'm gonna open up a whole new world to you. Okay, Jackbox games are like mini games. Yeah, they're party games on the internet that you use your cell phone to play. So one person has to own the game. That would be me. I own all of them. One person owns the game, and you like start a room, quote unquote, and then everybody else joins that room through their phone. And by doing that, you have access to some games. Probably couldn't participate as I work during your streams. That makes perfect sense. I would like it, but it would be better for more than just like golf with friends, Uno, Monopoly as well. I try to stay away from stuff like that because I like the ability to start and stop really quickly. I'm just not super like, I'm not like a heavy gamer. The more and more I stream, the less I'm trying to stream games. The people who like me, the people who sort of come and go from chat really seem to enjoy the 3D modeling and the artsy, talking more stuff than playing a game. And I agree with that. I think playing games is something that I'm able to do offline, whereas 3D modeling and stuff is definitely better when I have an audience, just because I'm a little bit more inclined to put effort into it. So, I don't know. What kind of games would you pick? They'd just be little mini games. It would be Jackbox for the most part. Sorry, so now I have more focus. Okay, so we got the full rundown on the magic systems. Also, while I'm reading this out loud, if anybody has any ideas for how to do the print on here, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I'm thinking this little guy is a little bad. The Musgrave's more interesting, but like, at what scale? Because basically everything is like kind of gross looking. So I'm sort of having trouble with this little dragon guy. I want to make him look cool. I don't know if he's a statue or a living creature. I haven't figured that out. Maybe I should add gloss to him now that I'm thinking about it. So now that I have more time to focus, there's several systems I have in my current vision of things. The realm itself, without going too much into detail, has these ley line magic hotspots where different elemental planes can bleed into the main plane. This has been happening for quite a long time, so it's not abnormal to see the aftermath of it. A few rare planes, elementals chosen to make permanent home there. Lead to fire elementals, naturally okay. The actual magic system would be a lot more explained because it's a little bit more of a story on its own. Got it. So I guess the question remains, is the is there like an element of evolution? Like, are the creatures evolving to their surroundings, or is it they were already fire elementals and they're finding a fire plane to inhabit? Okay, so I'm gonna up the distortion on this guy. I'm having a lot of trouble imagining this. What does a statue... Hold on. Let's take a moment. Hey, we got a potato. Let's go... Let's take a quick little detour together. We're going to look up dragon statues. We got a double potato. Somebody used their channel points for some potatoes. Oh, man. Like a jade, gross-looking statue. That's an idea right there. Oh, man. Okay. Or it could be like a bright red. Someone? Yeah, you. You're a someone. Everyone's a someone. I'm a someone. You're a someone. We're all someones. Holy cow. They look like they're all just gray or jade. I kind of really love this texture. So I'm going to do this. Let me try this. I'm going to do like a gold jade sort of thing. And that's going to fit into what I'm doing later too. So here's how we're going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and grab all of this. Get rid of you. Grab this color ramp. We need to pop all of this out. In fact, I could probably just switch the orientation of everything right here. Like that. And these guys can come on down here. Okay, so we're back. We're right here. I'll fix all of these little lines here in just a moment. Pumpkin Dragon. Pretty sure many of those green ones are oxidized copper as well. Copper has been kind of a theme for me throughout this game, so copper wouldn't be the worst idea. So here's the idea. I'm going to pop in this. And we should get... Yeah, looks great. Okay, cool. So let's remove the emission real quick. So we're going to want that really dusty looking gray-green. Like that. Dark. Oh man, he looks like a crocodile. He looks great. Okay, let's remove... The roughness is going to be based off of this. And we'll math that out in just a second. Okay, so while we're looking at him and he's kind of gross and disgusting and weird looking like this, we want the green to probably be even darker than that. So 0.05. You know what? Now that I'm looking at it and I know exactly what we got to do. We got to put in a color ramp right here, and we're going to reverse the polarity. Yep, so the lighter color is going to be the one that gets the gloss. So that means I can pop this back up to where we had it. And now we can pop you up to a copper. Copper's a weird color to really try and capture, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to say it's like that. Like a 0.2. Elementals will definitely be more adapted to their local surroundings and not likely to roam the entire realm. So the pocket civilizations, all that. Wonder how chromatic would look. Is there none that would want to go and plunder to take the world over? Okay, so we still have the follow on this. So our Voronoi is still following the camera, which is good. That's going to be pretty good for us. We're going to want a little bit more on the green, a little bit less on the bronze. And I think the bronze is going to be a dark, almost goldy sort of color. Let's do it like there. And then I'm going to do like a true gold on top of that. Man, Man, I have so much trouble finding gold. Gold is such a difficult color to really, like, put down. I said that, and honestly, this isn't that bad. Let's use some B-spline to get it looking a little bit better. B-spline, we're gonna double this guy. And now I want to really set home this. Okay, so the black is the gloss. There we go. So now we got little shiny bits. And if I go ahead and put my Vernoi back onto the admission, the whole thing needs to be a little bit darker. It just needs to be a little bit darker and we're set. It looks a little too much right now. It sounds like you got a real world here, by the way. I know I'm kind of jumping back and forth. There's only so much that I can focus on at one time. But it sounds like you got a real cool world going. I think, you know, you could definitely run like a D&D campaign off of that. You could turn this into a comic book pretty easily. The one thing I would be a little cautious of if I were you is, oh wait, hold on. Actually, new idea. New idea. Got a new idea. The one thing I'd be a little bit cautious of is don't get overcomplicated with things. You want things like character design and like cultural analysis to be really intricate, but you're gonna want stuff like the world building to be simple, because realistically, most fandoms do most of the work for you and make things more interesting by default. So if you give them the ingredients to imagine what the world should be like, they'll do more than you could ever do yourself. They'll make it way more interesting than you have the capability of doing so. So I would just keep that in mind as you move forward. A good example of that is like Halo. The world of Halo has been, like, you know, theorized so much by its fandom, and the fandom has created effectively a much more interesting world than the creators could ever have come up with, just because it's all they do. They think about it constantly. And so, you know, whenever you're making a world, you want to sort of keep that in the back of your mind. Your audience is way more talented than you can be just through the sheer, like, law of numbers. Okay, so having a little bit of trouble imagining what this thing should look like. Let's pop that out, pop this in. And I'm gonna try and, like, wishy-washy this thing to death. We're gonna pop that over there. And we want, like, way less of this. In fact, I might even not want that at all. We might want, like, mostly green. And get the green way darker. And I think we might be on the right track. I think we might be just about done. 0.02. And I want the gold to be, like, exceptionally bright. So I guess we'll put the gold to, like, maximum intensity. Push it on over here. In fact, let's go ahead and pop in another one. Oh! Curtism. Hello. Okay, so, but bearing in mind the fire elemental is going to be a bit more of a subject for bad effects to other elements, going out of the comfort zone is even more eager to make its home or even layer somewhere in the main plane. If you're fire, suppose depends on how smart an element is as well. My main feeling for it is that I want to be easy to grasp from an eagle's eye view, but if you really want to zoom into the detail, there's more to explore. That's 100% it. That's 100% what you want to do. Until I get it more fleshed out with Chaos's help, I'm always a bit more apprehensive on sharing. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I barely talk about my writing ever. So, like, I don't share my work super often. Like, you're totally fine feeling that way. There's nothing weird about that at all. This looks like so chaotic. I think we want to remove that wave. No, there's no wave anymore. This is very chaotic. I'm having trouble really wrapping my brain around this. We're gonna put this on the back burner for a sec. I think I'm gonna do some real, I need to do real material editing on this before I can like feel comfortable with it. So in the meantime, let's go back to men. Let's make eyes. The eyes are not super going to matter at all. Just because you're never gonna see them unless you break the game and like do some sort of like boundary breaking stuff. But we'll try it anyway. Kurtism. How you doing, Kurtism? I'm gonna go ahead and do just the worst thing you could ever do. We're gonna go into object mode. We're gonna hit apply on here. Is this for the game I'm making? Yep, this is all for the game I'm making. I have some major spoilers for everybody if you would like it. And the reason why I say it's major spoilers is because I'm the one who's already spoiled it. I'll just say it. I mean, it's a spoiler nonetheless, but I'll say it because it's worth saying. This little area that you're looking at right here is the final area of the game. Like, this is the credit roll right here. So, I've already, like, ruined the end of the game, but to be fair, you can see this at the beginning of the game. You just can't walk here. So, it's not like it's a big secret, but yes, I am kind of ruining the magic a little bit. Okay, so we set our geometry correct. We're going to go back, redo our subdivision, go back to object mode, hit paste, and we got an eye. And the eye is mirrored along the dragon's head. Perfect. Yeah, no worries. Basically, everything I've streamed so far, except for the first, like, month or so, has been for this one game. I am very new to game design. I'm learning Unreal development right now, and it's a process. All right, I don't know how much more I can read on the story stuff. I'm gonna give this one read, and then I'm probably gonna have to jump on all the plain stuff. I just can't focus on that much. Barrel, what's up? Okay, so we have what I'm gonna call Dragon Eyes. Barrel, I am very good. I had myself some leftover rice and beans today. I ate super healthy yesterday. We got the make sure to drink real quick. Nova, I want to be very clear. I really enjoy talking about world building. This is very cool to me. Like, world building is what I do. I love this. So you don't need to be sorry at all. Like, I want to hear about it. I literally can't focus on too many things at once. I'm a little like solo brained. I have a lot of trouble like focusing on things multiple at a time. Look at this. Okay, so we're gonna put an eye in here just because I am the worst. But other than that, this is perfect. My ADD has been crazy. Yeah, I totally get it. So here's the thing that's weird about me. I'm just gonna put this out there. I'm talking about myself a lot, but I guess I'm streaming, so what else am I gonna talk about? But the big thing for me is I can focus on exactly 2 things at once. I'm exceptional at focusing at exactly 2 things at once. And I have no idea why that is. It's been very strange, but it's always how I've been. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is make an eyeball. I'm sort of inclined to be really weird about it. Okay, I got it. We're going to grab both of these. We're going to hit apply on the mirror. I can undo that later anyway. It's not a big deal. And then I'm going to grab both of them, and we're going to separate by selection. Oh, not what I meant. Not what I meant to do. We want to grab both of them, and we want to separate by loose parts. Okay, so I got Dragon Eye left. Although that's technically right, so we'll say right. This is Dragon Eye left. And then we're going to delete this little thing that I made by accident, and we'll call these teeth. And now I got both the Dragon Eyes. Perfect. We're set. I wanted to drink today, and then I did not. Probably should not be framed as an achievement, but hey. It's an achievement to me. You've done it, Beryl. Look at you being responsible. Even if accidentally being responsible, you're being responsible. So, good on you. We appreciate it. Since I've done this for basically everything, I'm going to do it again. I'm making my job a lot harder when I switch to Unreal. But we'll go ahead and just do this. Hello? Oh, it's view vector. That's not what I want. I want based off of camera data. So we want to go to this, texture coordinates, camera. What? What the heck? What's happening? Oh, it's window, not camera. What am I doing? Because I'm not using the camera, I'm using the window. Yep. So we want to put the black over here. Let's go ahead and just do a little bit of this. And where is it? Where are you? There you are, I see you. What is happening? I feel like view vector should have worked for this, but I just can't figure out why it wasn't working. So instead of doing that, let's get rid of that. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do it the absolute, like, dumb way that I can think to do it. Because I kind of really need to move on to what's next. I didn't mean to spend so long on the dragon head. There we go. He looks so dopey. Look at him. Oh, he's awful. Oh, he's awful. Oh, it's so funny. Okay. Nope, we can't do this. Let's go ahead and scale that just a little bit higher. Oh my gosh. There's no way. There's no way. I can't do it like this. This is awful. What is a better way for me to do this? I could use a Fresnel. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pop this back. We're gonna pop in another one here on HSV. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop in a Fresnel. And we're gonna switch this to a color like that. And there's not enough geometry on here for the Fresnel to work. Ugh. You know what? He gets yellow eyes. He gets yellow eyes. That's it. That's what you get. You get yellow eyes. We'll fix this later. I've put way too much attention into it. Now that I'm sitting here and looking at it, I kind of think I love the texture on the body. I've been kind of just playing with it and seeing, and it looks pretty good. We'll double check once we do the rest of the mesh and make sure that everything like matches up correctly, but that looks great. And the teeth having this, we're set. I'm good. I'm good. We're perfect. So now we're officially moving on. It only took an hour. Oops, my bad. But we're back. We're here. So the goal moving forward is to make some pillars. I guess I want to close all of this. Cube, cylinder, star. Star goes on walkway. We can remove both of these empties. We don't need them. Container. What is container? Oh, I made that. Okay, cool. So we're going to call this ambient. So the ambient stuff, we're going to make sure we have that selected. And I'm going to make just a couple of pillars. So I don't want to go crazy on the geometry here, but I also don't want it to look too bad. I'm thinking 24. Nope, 26 for sure. 26 it is. We're gonna go ahead and put the walkway back on. And we're gonna pop these guys up just a little bit. Like that. That's gonna be perfect. That's about the size of a person. And then we're gonna go crazy. So, the goal is to make these pillars like this. I have an idea of how I'm gonna do this. It's gonna be a little nutty. We're gonna get there in the end. But I'm gonna make a pillar like this. And then we're gonna go ahead and edit just the top of it. Right there. And I'm going to go ahead and apply scale, and then we should be pretty set to fix this guy up. So, we do a little bit of that. I'm going to go pretty hard on the amount of those guys that we add, because I want this to be a bowl. So we're making a bowl on top. That is too much. That is way too much. Okay, so we want it to look a little bit like this. Okay, so we're gonna say just one. And now when I pull it down, yep, we should be good. Maybe a little bit more than one. We're gonna do maybe like a 1.5. And I'm gonna undo, and we're gonna get it pretty close. No, that doesn't work. Smoothing might be the one, or root. Root kind of gets the job done. If I grab the top of this and I smooth it out, that's pretty solid. Okay, I think that's got to be it. That's not half bad looking. Okay, I like this. This will probably be the way we do it from now on. I have like a distinct desire to surface modifier it, but I think that's such a bad idea. So instead, let's do a little extra edit. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on one right. Oh, actually, no, I can do it manually. Grab you, turn you off, push you down. I think that's it. I think we're set. I think we're looking golden. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Cool. So that's a pillar. So there's going to be a bunch of these guys like coming out of the abyss, right? They're going to be coming out of here at different heights. And then I'm going to want to add a little object on top of here. So I'm going to add a UV sphere. 32 by 16 is probably fine. So we're going to do it like that. Make it big. And I'm going to do the thing that I always do, the thing I'm very obsessed with. I am going to make stained glass. So we're going to make a little bit of stained glass for this guy. Just put them right on in there. Perfect. So that is going to be it. The goal, just to kind of spoil it for everybody, the goal for this is I am going to make this stained glass, and inside of it, I'm going to put some like firefly, fairy sort of characters. And when I get into the programming half of things, which I've been working a little bit on, I'm going to make boids. Boids are basically like fish or bird type objects, and they're going to go ahead and poke around inside of this orb. So I'm going to have them hit collision data on the side of this orb, turn around, hit collision data, and just kind of bounce around for a little bit. So that is the goal with this. So we're going to put all this together. All right, we're here. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a plane. I'm going to make this plane huge. Like really huge. We're hitting the limit of our render distance, which is kind of a shame. Shouldn't be hitting that already, but we are. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. And the goal is to grab this, subdivide, 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 subdivide. Like that. And what I'm going to do is we are going to... you know, you can change that. Hey, thank you, Chaos. I'll see you when I see you. When's the next time you stream? What can I change? What are you talking about? I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of a wave modifier. Render distance. Oh, yes, I would like to do that. How can I do that? I'm assuming it's around here somewhere. Tell you what. Hit in on the viewport. In. View. Focal length. Clip start, clip end. Oh, I'm assuming that's got to be it. Okay, so let's do like 5,000. Yep, perfect. Okay, thank you, Simo. Very appreciated. So, we got this guy. Let's go ahead and put on some displacement. How would I go about doing this? Surface deform. I want to make this thing like wild and crazy, bumpy like a stone. You know, the smartest way I know how to do it is to use random modifiers. You just want me to use a displace modifier? Okay, we're going to use a displace modifier. And I need to use nodes. Let's get to object mode. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so that's actually what a Musgrave looks like. That's interesting. This will be a first time for me seeing what Musgrave looks like by itself. 0.1. We're going to want the dimension to be a bit higher. We're going to want the intensity to be very high. Oh, not like that. 0.1. 0.4. I want it to go higher than this, which means you can also change the strength in the modifier. That's exactly what I want to do. How do I do that? Strength. That's exactly what I want. Oh, it's in the modifier. I'm not in modifier anymore. Haha, you got it. We want like a 10. Honestly, I think I want to go a little higher than that. Let's say like a 30. And I'm going to go back down to the Musgrave. And we're gonna up the size to like a 0.4. Maybe a 0.3. This looks all right to me. Cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and just hit apply on it. And we're here, we can shade smooth. So here's the idea. I'm gonna pop this guy back, just right there. He's just gonna hang out for a little bit. Same with the cube. We have this little guy right here. Let me paint this real quick. So we're gonna want a big old paintbrush with pretty strong strength. Like this. Actually, the more I'm looking at it... No, this is fine. This will do. This is exactly how we're going to do this. It probably doesn't super matter the more I'm thinking about this. So let me get rid of these weight paints. I'm not going to worry about the weight paint. I don't think this is the thing you might want to do in Unreal. It's a terrain editor. Oh, no. Simo. I got an idea. Don't you even worry. There's logic here. I got something brewing. So I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna punch my mic first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and throw on a little bit of particles, hair. We're going to render them as an object. The object in question is going to be our cylinder, which I'm going to call pillar. And we're gonna want, what am I saying? We're gonna want this to be the regular size. So scale to 1. And we're gonna drop the number down to probably like 50. 50 seems about right for me. Theoretically, I could add fog or like culling or something to reduce this down, but this is pretty good looking. So last but not least, we want to push it down. So let's go ahead. Are you making the end in Minecraft? I mean, kind of. That's pretty close to what we're doing. That's like not a bad little bit of representation there. I want hair shape. We want to push it down a little bit. How am I going to push it down? I suppose I can just grab this whole thing and just bring it down a little bit. CS Gizmo? Honestly, I'm jealous that's not my name. Cool. So that's that. Nice and done. What I want to do is I want to finalize it. So we're going to hit apply. That didn't work. Convert. There we go. So we've converted it over to an actual mesh. I'll leave the original right here. And we can go ahead and just delete a couple of the pillars that we don't like. So I'm going to say that the 3 little coupling right here is cool. That one can go. Having 2 right here, probably not needed. These guys are literally inside of each other. Goodbye. I like these 2 being really close together, but I'm not sure if that's exactly as much as we want. So we're going to just pull you to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and round out the shape just a little bit, so that we can guarantee it looks a little bit closer to what we want. And this should be just about it. You can come right there. Put a drawing in Discord now. Now you don't know what to do. Okay, well, I'll give you an idea. Why don't you recommended that I draw or I make a Wendigo? Why don't you try to make a Wendigo in the amount of time that I'm streaming? And then when I finish my Wendigo, around 6 o'clock tonight, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, you can show me your Wendigo and I can compare ours. Move those just a little bit. There we go. There we go. Bet. Gotta love a bet. Cool. So that is all of them. Nice and done. There's 50. There's less than 50. The original pillar is right here. I'm going to go ahead and move you back a ways so that we just have it as a reference. You won't see it anyway. It's behind the dragon. Okay, cool. So that is pretty intimidating looking. I think I might... No, they're fine just the way they are. Cool. So last but not least, I want to grab all of them from you to you. We're going to join them all together. What? Hello? Okay, we'll tell you what. We're going to grab you. Hold on. We're going to just name that whatever we want to name that. That's no problem. We're going to grab you, go into edit. We're going to... What is happening? We're going to separate by loose parts. What on earth is happening? When I joined all of them together, this is very confusing. Okay, hold on. So we join all of these together, and now we're fine. It's just because I didn't include this one? How strange. How absolutely strange. Okay, well, I can pick him out of a crowd easily, so that's fine. Now we'll go into edit. We'll select all. We'll separate by loose parts. Hopefully it's not destroyed. It looks like we're good. So now, oh gosh, this is going to be quite a challenge, isn't it? Let's get rid of this little cube. Get rid of cube. Select all. Get rid of the walkway. Select all. I'm going to go into edit mode. Oh, this is going to be very weird. Okay, we're here. This is exactly what I want. We want to X-ray this, grab all of its pieces, and then I'm going to put you back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select similar. That didn't work. Oh no. Oh no. I should have done a vertex group to begin with. I should have... I realized as I was doing it, I messed up. Wow, this is very frustrating. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do it the hard way. We're back to this. I apologize so much for what you're about to see, but it cannot be helped. So we're gonna do it just like this. And I'm only having to click like 50 times, so, you know, it's not the worst thing in the world. 50 times, I click more than that when I'm playing OS in like, you know, 2 seconds. So, ain't a big deal. We're gonna be done before we know it. This is just one of those things where you just gotta do it the hard way because you didn't do it the smart way. And if I go back and do it the smart way, I'm gonna lose track of what I was doing. So, we're doing it just the hard way. All's well. So, do I have all of them? I believe I have all of them selected. We're gonna go ahead and hit join. And then now we're going to grab all of these pillars. What are these guys called? Haven't played OS in a while. Man, I love OS. We're gonna call these glass orbs. I was playing OS literally like seconds before I finished, or before I started stream. I love OS quite a bit. Okay, pillars and orbs. So if I go orbs, there should be literally no orbs showing up on here. And if I go pillars, there should be no pillars. We're set. Problem solved. I can put everything back. And now we can start working on them. So we're going to want everything to come back. We don't need to worry about the cube. The cube does not matter. And we're in. Still getting clipping. I'm actually getting clipping earlier than I was before. Is it separate for this one? I bet it is. View, it is. Definitely. Okay. There we go. We're going to have to sit and do that in our default settings sometime in the future, but that's not going to be for today, so we'll worry about that later. Okay, so pillars, right? Pillars are going to be... They're going to be object settings, gradient to invisible. So let's make them bright green just to see. They're going to be... Let's see, where are we going? We're going to texture, mapping, and gradient. Just like that. We'll plug the gradient into the alpha right here. And we're going to flip it around. Hello? Okay, well that's strange. We'll go ahead and just flip it real quick. Barrel, what is that? Oh, you've used the fish, and you've added a little guy to him. That's very clever. I love that. That's so cool. Yeah, I changed the emote, by the way, for anybody who didn't see that previously. I didn't really care for the remesh. It's not super apt to what we do here. So I figured the fish was just a little bit more fun for us. -0.03. And tell you what we're going to do. We're going to scale everything way down. Oh, I'm scaling it. Whoops. That's not what I want. I want to location it. We want to go up. There we go. Up like that. And then scale this to 1. Oh, yeah. Everyone's got a fish now. Whoa, you got a weird little, like, sunglasses on him. I love that. Yeah, it's just our little fish guy. He's just hanging out. Okay, I gotta figure out where in the world our green is, because I can't seem to find it. There we go. It's there, and we want to turn it 90 degrees that way. There we go. Perfect. We're here. Okay, so we're going to gradiate between these guys. So let's go ahead and pop up this. Wow. I don't think I'm going to make a potato. Just gonna put that out there. Pretty sure Potato's not on the list. He didn't make it to the party. We're gonna say 0.1. And we will lower this down a little bit more. Somewhere. There it is. You know, you can try and add to the list all you want. We'll see how that goes. I kind of want this to be way crazier. There we go. Really gradual to the bottom. That's it. Perfect. Done. So let's go... Let's go one higher. That's got to be it. Cool. So that's how we're going to do the pillars. The pillars are going to fade into the abyss. To Simo's point, I am probably going to just make one of these, export it to Unreal, and do this whole process over again. But I just want to see it. I just want to know what I'm working with before I get too dead set on an idea. So I agree with you, Simo. I probably will be doing that, but we're just kind of playing. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a nice little copper. Like that. Really high metallic. Really low roughness. I'm good to hide you in the walkway for right now because I know the distance is good. And we're going to want this just a little bit more on the gold side of things. Probably right about there. And it just fades. That is so cool. Can you see the bottom? You can't really see the bottom. Yeah, you can't really see the bottom. You want to make a skinny Wendigo? I don't even exactly know what a Wendigo looks like, so I imagine a skinny Wendigo is not going to be a big problem. .015. And I'm going to pull up just a little bit more. That'll be perfect. This is it. Right there. Those are great. So now the question remains, am I going to add any extra sort of stuff to these pillars? I'm going to assume no for right now. We're going to call these copper pillars. Any stand from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Well, that's going to be a hard one to work with the ones that we've gotten already. So, okay. We'll have to really quiz on that one. We'll call these orbs. The orbs are going to be perfectly transmissive. They're going to have a roughness. A pretty nice looking roughness. Maybe 0.15. Specular to 0, because I don't want to process anything like that. Are you a JoJo fan? Is that what I'm hearing? Are you a JoJo fan? The color is going to be interesting, and the color I think is going to relate to roughness. Although, if we do transmission roughness, that's probably more along the lines of what we want. I don't really know the difference between transmission roughness and roughness. I kind of feel like they should be the same statistic, but sure, it is what it is. So let's pop on a crazy texture. Okay, so we're gonna want a color ramp. Right here, between red and blue. And if I up the size on this guy and we keep going... Oh wait, that's a Musgrave. I don't want a Musgrave. I want a magic. That's why it looked so weird. We want a magic texture. It's not doing too much for us. There we go. That's a good look. I have made some epic horns and a skull. Is that part of the Wendigo? Do Wendigos have horns and stuff? I genuinely cannot picture what a Wendigo is supposed to look like. There we go. That's him. That's it. Done. They're all going to be slightly different because of their height, you think. Maybe they're like formless, aren't they? They don't really have like set geometry. Okay, cool. So we're going to do it like this. And I'm going to push you a little bit onto that side. We're going to lower that distortion down just a little bit. And that should be our balls. Not half bad. Okay, so the alpha is also going to be important. 0.75. That's just how I remember Wendigos. I mean, that's probably more accurate than anything else, is the way that you remember it. I watched the first 3 parts, but part 4 was made with some artistic direction of giving the sky the color of urine. So I was mainly in it for the memes after that. You know, I can't fault you for that. Yo, they look kind of good if you do it like this. Get a whole bunch of different colored ones here. Do a distortion a little bit higher than that. And color it on the Y. That is a look. If I make these really dark. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Okay, so I'll probably sit and play with these a lot. I'm kind of inclined to do a little bit more to it. Here, I got one idea. Let's just try one idea real quick. I'm going to pop in you to here. We're going to pop in another color ramp. Or no, we're going to pop in a Musgrave. Where is he? Musgrave. And the Musgrave is going to be colored very bright yellow. Musgrave is going to be tiny. And it's going to be an add. Or maybe it'll be like a linear light diffusion sort of thing. There we go. 10 and 1. Lachronicity to 3. Let's do... I think linear light was the one. Yeah, linear light it is. You got it. We'll check a couple of them, make sure that it looks good. Adds up pretty well. Okay, cool. So we've got little marbles sitting on top of copper pillars. Not half bad. Got a couple of them that are pretty far down here, so we're going to have to fix some of these guys up, but not bad. If I take object... Who is the point of origin? Where's the point? Is that the point of origin right there? If I... You know what? I can imagine it. This is fine. This is the way I'm going to leave it for now. So we got him. Cool. So let's make a little fairy. So we got everything all set up here. We just need to make some fairies. I'm going to put fairies in just this one for right now. And we're going to see what it looks like. And then I think we're set. So let's make ourselves... What do I want a fairy to look like? I think the more you think about this, the worse it's going to be. So I'm going to make a really low poly UV sphere. Like that. Should be just fine. And we'll pop this over into our little pillar here. And I'll go ahead and do this. We'll go ahead and shrink that guy down quite a bit. If it's going to be a Boyd, it's going to have a little bit of collision data for it. I don't think a ferry is going to fit. I don't know what the cap is for, but the ferry's going to fit. We're going to make this ferry fit. You can call it a Firefly, you can call it a ferry, you can call it whatever you want. Are you working on the same dragon you were yesterday? I am, but we're working on the scene around it now instead of just the dragon. But yeah, pretty much. Here, I'll show you. The dragon has transformed quite a bit. There he is. His eyes are a work in progress. I'm not sure we love the eyes, but that's basically him. Oh, I didn't add teeth on the top. I gotta do the teeth today. We gotta fix those teeth. I didn't think about that. We'll do that here in a sec. So, if I base color this down to black, it's basically imperceivable in there. You can't really see it. But now I can do a mission, bright yellow, which gets colored by all of this, which is awesome. So in fact, I'm gonna do the color, or no, actually I'll do yellow to blue. Teeth are so pog and makes everything more scary. There's the pog for you. You love your pogs. Why pog? Of all things, why pog? We'll do like a cyan. And then I'll do HSV and we'll do the green. The green should probably be all right. Yeah, the green it is. I don't want to go too crazy on the texture here. I want something that's going to be super low res. The texture that I use on this guy is probably going to be like a 64 by 64. So yeah, we're not going to think too much about this. Let's just do a noise texture. Pop it in with like a 30. Can I get inside this orb real quick? There we go. We'll say like a 15. And we'll just get a nice weird group of colors. Wow. I just got destroyed. I just got destroyed by my own chat. There we go. That'll be the color. It'll be a nice little heat map. We'll do it nice and round like that with maybe just a little bit of distortion, a little bit more detail. When you come out here, yeah, perfect. Looks great. We'll hit that emission up to 5 to really make it glow on the inside of this guy. So it should just pop around and boink, boink, boink inside there. So while I'm doing all of this, I'm also kind of in the process of trying to learn code, learn game design, learn all that sort of stuff. This will be a really good practice to try and make an object as efficient as possible and then just copy and paste it as many times as I can to see if it'll still run properly. So if done correctly, this should be a good test of my programming ability. So we'll get there when we get there. Also, the more I'm seeing this, the more I'm thinking, I don't know if I really want that red. So we're going to go a little bit like that. I kind of thought the fairy was going to keep the outer color a little bit more than it's doing right now. So this will be fine. Cool. That'll be our fairy. Problem solved. You're going to look at it from like this distance anyway. You're not going to notice anything. It's going to look perfectly fine from that distance. In fact, I think we can up the emission strength even more now that I'm looking at it. Cool. Okay, perfect. We're done. So, what was next? There was one last thing. Oh, the teeth. I gotta make teeth. So let's go back to walkway and mouth, and let's finish off these teeth. Looking at this guy real quick, I want to add a little inset into his mouth. So let's turn off the subdivision. Let's grab you. Pop you in. Pull you back. Pull you in, pull you up. Give all the balls small mouths? No way. No way. That is too much work. If we make this and I decide I want to change something, that's the first thing I will do, I promise. But I can't imagine we're changing anything. There we go. It's a little bit prominent of a mouth. So now we'll make some teeth. So I'm very inclined just to grab these teeth, copy them, and throw them up here. What's stopping me from doing that? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing is stopping me from doing it, so that's what I'm going to do. Make sure we grab the monster mouth, and we're up. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this by 180. And we're going to pop these teeth up like that. And now we can just grab... Okay, so here's where we got to be a little bit careful. We got to grab all of these, go like that. Delete these guys. Just delete all of it. Yep, just like that. Perfect. And then we'll put on a mirror modifier to the dragon head. And now we can just grab them and push them on over. So it should be a pretty straight shot from here. All I'm going to want to do is grab all of these, separate by loose parts, go back to edit, and we're just going to go one by one. Let's go ahead and set origin to geometry, pop you on over. It would look funny. It would also take a lot of work on my part. There's no way. I don't have that kind of time. At least not today. Okay, this is going pretty smooth. I'm glad I didn't try to do this from scratch. That would have been a real problem, wouldn't it have? So happy to have done it the easy way. I'll take my fraud award at this point. Okay, so we're just going to keep popping all of this in. In fact, I can delete a few of them. We're going to have to delete a couple of them as we go, but it'll be a straight shot as we do. You want your Wendigo to hold something, but you don't know what? Okay, so before you showed up, Simo gave us the design challenge to make retro tech. So I have to come up with a way to do a piece of retro technology or something equivalent to that with the Wendigo. So why don't you get it to try and hold something like that so it'll match the prompt as best as possible. That way when I compare our pieces together, it'll look as close as it possibly can. Okay. I think that tooth is a little too close to the lip. So let's go ahead and grab this tooth and make it just a little bit smaller. Oh, I have to do the body all over then? I mean, you got some time. It's up to you. There we go. I mean, color that pretty scary looking. Do we have the split tooth, or did I do away with the split tooth? Split tooth is here. Oh, we used the other one. That's good. Perfect. What was it again? It was a piece of retro technology. So, I mean, maybe Simo has a different idea of what we should be doing with it, but I was thinking like a cassette player or like an old analog tube or something like that. Okay, so we're here. I'm going to grab all of this. We're going to separate by loose parts. Yeah, something along those lines. Perfect. Because that's what I plan on doing. Alright, so again, we're going to have to set origin to geometry. And we're just going to slowly morph this thing over a little bit. I'm going to bring some of these teeth a little closer together to really juxtapose like what we're working on. Like if I just do little tiny micro edits like this, it should basically be imperceivable that they're the same. It's not reco technology, it's retro. Like old like cassette players and stuff like that. Seymour, are you gonna make a retro technology Wendigo, all that sort of stuff? You gonna make one? Okay, that is a lot different than the other side. You hear Alex Jones in the distance. You're a fake and a fraud. I love the effort. Beryl, I hope this doesn't come across as being derogatory or mean or anything, because I mean this with absolutely the most respect I can. I find it very, like, sweet and very, like, lovely, the delay between you typing and stuff. You know, it's, like, a little comical, of course, but it's also really sweet that you, like, go for it and you still, like, actively try to post whatever it is that you're thinking. I think that's very lovely. And I appreciate that, honestly. Okay, we're going to set origin to geometry. We're going to pop this guy up to here. Actually, you know what? No, over here. We're going to go ahead and pop you out. Pop you here. Just like that. Maybe. I kind of got to making a random sci-fi scene. That's fair. You have mixed feelings about that? Hey, that's fair. That's perfectly fair. You know, mixed feelings, that's acceptable given, you know, I'm basically saying that it's just like... I think being called cute is sort of a razor's edge. I'm not sure if everybody likes being called cute or not. Okay, we want to grab you and all of you and delete vertices and fill all that in. Now, to the best of my understanding, I should probably inset, and then we're gonna poke. And now I can go ahead and turn on random. And we're gonna randomize this little tooth just a little bit. So all we're doing is we're just making a little hole in this tooth. Then we grab the whole thing and we're going to go for it. Joe, Joe, I was talking about you last night. I was talking to Lene about you. And I was like, Joe is the kind of guy that if you ever like give somebody a compliment, Joe goes, "Wait, what about me?" And I'm glad to see it's taken effect. Furries like being called cute, but they'll deny it. Okay, well, you know, I don't know if you consider yourself a furry or not, but sure. I think specifically the process of you actively choosing to write comments and the delay behind it is fairly cute. And I appreciate the effort you put into it. Okay, let's go ahead and auto fix this with a 60 or even a 90. I'm pretty sure in the past you have said that you're a scaly. I don't really understand the difference between them. Like, I understand the fundamental difference, right? I understand that, you know, one is a preference towards mammals and one is a preference towards reptiles. Like, I get that. We're in on that. But I don't know to what degree, like, language and vocabulary and stuff differs between the two subgroups. So, we just kind of go for it. So we're going to say that, and I'm going to join all of these guys together, and that is the teeth done. So we go back to our mesh. Hey, we got teeth. So we got teeth, we got orbs, we got fireflies, we got a walkway, we got this. The eye is actually kind of looking a little better now the more I look at it. So we're mostly here. What did I say I had to do? I already forgot. Oh, I gotta make a skybox. I gotta make a skybox. Okay, let's make a skybox. I'm gonna add a UV sphere of 24 by 12. It's gonna be pretty small. I don't think it matters too much. Maybe I'm wrong. But I just feel like it doesn't matter too much. So we got a big old UV sphere. Let me pop inside of this thing for a sec. This should be just fine. If I shade it smooth, you cannot tell. There's no way you can tell. So this is going to be our skybox. Theoretically, when I'm done with this, I might switch over to using an HDRI. But I'm not going to do that right now. Right now, we're just going to use a skybox like this. So let's make ourselves a skybox. I'm going to go ahead and turn off Monster Mouth. Oh, the skybox is in the Monster Mouth. Monster Mouth. We can probably also turn off the ambient. We'll leave the walkway as a point of view. So, skybox. Cool. Let's make it. So, there's a couple very important things that we got to keep in mind about the skybox. It has to be black at the bottom. And that's kind of the only thing that we really need to sit and pay attention to. So we're going to call you Skybox. When it comes to the reflections of all of the metals and stuff, I'll have to double check that we do all this correctly. But I think we're pretty set. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to go from... We're going to do a color mix node. First things first, a mix RGB. If it's not too difficult, but if you say that, you'll get an ironic how dare you. It's not too different. Oh, I see. I got it. Understood. I mean, that's fine. I am somebody that is very, very conscious and respectful of people's feelings towards identification and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, I try not to feel, you know, be too overbearing or stuff when it comes to the way people feel about themselves or others or whatever. So, I got no judgment. I'm very pro-trans, as you might imagine. I'm realizing I made a mistake here, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix it. I'm having trouble imagining this. Let me do two things real quick. First, let's do the normals for the inside. And now, oh, this is gonna be impossible, isn't it? If I make this bright red, we're just reflecting little grains of light against it. So I need to find a way to not cast shadows with this thing. If I make the outer skybox... Okay, I got it. We're going to do that for right now. I have a fix later. We're going to do a fix later, but that's the fix I'm doing right now. This is a very rare kind of Wendigo. The only place you can find it is deep down in Ready Era's chat. That's what I like to hear. That is what I like to hear right there. Alright, so gradient texture with a mapping node should be all we need to do. Using object, vector, factor. I'm going to be very careful of where the camera sits because the camera is going to get locked behind stuff super, super fast. So, I just want to turn this 90 degrees, I think, on the Y. But we're going to play... We're going to play our favorite little game of where is the gradient? Where, oh, where is the gradient? Oh! Scared the heck out of myself. I just punched my mic. Freaked me out. Thought the mic was coming after me. Okay, so we're going to do really hard black, really hard white. There we go. Found it. We're here. So we're going to swap these two. Just like that. And I can up that a little bit. And now we're between the two colors. So all we need to do is prop this guy up. And now we can make whatever we want here on the red. So the red channel is going to be it. I like me Wendigos medium rare, but if you like them rare, I won't judge. Barrel, you're banned. You're officially banned. Okay, so let's make some crazy looking geometry. We're gonna want like, this is gonna be a little difficult for sure. We're gonna have to keep doing black. So this is gonna keep being a thing. Omega ban. Joe did it. You're banned. It's over. Joe took it to heart. He said goodbye. Okay, so I want this guy with a 0.3. And we're going to pop you into color. Excellent. 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 With an F2. Smooth to F1. There it is. Somehow we got put outside of it, but we're back. Disintegrates. Experience disintegration. Okay, so that is a very cool look. It is very scary. It's very Evangelion. If I put in a color ramp right here, that goes from black. Actually, let's go way higher. Like 250. We're going to go do even less on the stars. And what I want is to mimic this bridge that I made earlier. So, I'm going to grab a mineral green. And we're going to grab a bright red. Not there. We're going to grab a bright red. And I'm going to go HSV to far. Perfect. And now that I'm looking at this, I'm kind of thinking we want to make this the emission instead of the base color. So I can make this black. We could say everything emisses downwards. Oh, this would be a great place. Oh, this is a great place. Okay, yeah. Nope, I got it. I know what we're doing. Cube. Steal all of this. Copy. Back to Skybox. Put you up here. We're doing it. We're doing it. We don't want the Musgrave. We want view vector going into wave, Vernoy, together, together, together like that. Perfect. And that is going to be just this color. So we can pop you over here. Makes me wonder if an anti-life equation from DC Universe is a very horrible dad joke. What? I'm gonna need that one more time from you. I don't know what that meant. That one went way over my head. That's some niche fandom stuff right there. Okay, so I go like this. Oh, but the view vector is stuck based on where we're looking. So the view vector also needs to operate based on this gradient. How is this gonna work? If we take that away and we pull all of this up and we pop that into there and we pop this into here, we have what effectively looks about right to me. And now I'm going to take this, and that is the red to the green. Instead, we're going to want the mineral green right there to the red. Perfect. Oh, yo. Yo, it looks so good. We're going to say like 0.85. Yeah, that's it. And then it just disintegrates when it gets to the bottom. So if we do more, we can keep darker colors of this going. So we could do like that. Or I could just completely remove that variable. Wow. Oh, that is so gorgeous. Okay, Paul. Tom Paul's here. Hey, welcome, Tom Paul. Basically, in the DC universe, there is a special piece of knowledge that, if fully realized by an entity with enough mental capacity, will cause the universe to collapse in on itself. Tom Paul. With the strong language. Tom, check out what we worked on. This is where we're at right now. So we got a dragon head spitting out a little portal. I'm not sure about the material on the dragon head yet. We're still working on that. And then we got a skybox that will be pure black coming on down to here. And all these pillars are fading into the black. So we're getting there. Go ahead and remove all the ambience. We just want that. We want the walkway going. It's an endearing term in my country. Honestly, It's fine with me. I'm not upset. I kind of think we want to make the star smaller as well. So let's do like a 300. And yeah, this will do. And then we kind of just want to up the emission strength a lot, right? Actually, why don't we up the emission strength based off of this color right here? Nope, not that one. I meant this one. And then we'll just got to multiply it. I use the C word fairly often when I'm driving. But it's definitely not a word of kindness when I use it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and multiply by 3. And that should be our skybox. Should I add anything else? You're pretty good at shaders? Thank you. I think that's the thing I've probably spent the most time doing. Use it mainly for comedy. Honestly, it is funny. Are we not rendering the sky above us? Why not? Wait, what? That's weird. Get back in there. Get back in there. Come on. Oh, gosh. You know what? We're just going to make this black real quick. We're going to go ahead and remove the alpha. Getting ready for movie night? What are you watching? What's the movie for tonight? Oh, it's perfect. Look at this. Okay, so this is what you're going to see. The lighting is going to be a little bit better, hopefully. Wow, this looks nuts. This looks absolutely nuts. Wow, holy cow. I'm kind of inclined to drop the green down to a blue. And like a brighter blue at that. Of course, Blender crashes and I realize I haven't saved. I mean, recalling save files isn't the worst thing in the world. You don't know yet, but we got a little image link here. Let's check out this image. Tell you what, I want maybe slightly thicker or more distorted lines here. Let's do it like that, and then 2. Detail is going to go way up. Scale is going to go way down. Distortion is going to go down a little bit more. That's too high detail. We want slightly less high detail. That's about right. Thank you, Blender gods. Okay, so your Wendigo's looking cool. I can't wait to see it. Oh no. You have a wheel that you're spinning? Is this a thing you guys do? Is this a group thing that you and your friends have? Because that's pretty cool. Okay, so we have the admission coming up with this mix right here. So theoretically, I can remix just into here. I could mix another guy. So let's attempt this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and pop in a mix RGB. And I could pop in another thing right here. What would I want to even do? Every night? You watch a movie every night? Who are you doing this with? I could not imagine watching a movie every night. That would drive me crazy. At 9 p.m. Oh, you're doing it live on Twitch. Aha, 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 I see. Well, that makes a little bit more sense. It's definitely a little bit more normal. I thought you and your friends were doing this, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That is too much work. Okay, so I'm thinking I want to go like a yellow... like that, but way darker. Not sure if I love this. You know what? Let's pop it into color instead. And I can go ahead and pop in a color ramp. And we're going to play with some weird color settings first before we get stuck in this. It's just my friends and I. Oh. It's not live. That's insane. That's like... I can't believe you guys watch a movie every night. That is so much work. How do you have time for anything? Okay, so that should do just fine, and we'll go ahead and then do a linear light. And I don't want that. I want... There we go. Yep, that's it. So we want it showing up like a weird, crazy looking heat map. So if I scale it down even more, like 30. You have to go at starting? No problem. You have fun, man. Thanks for stopping by. Always appreciate having you. Okay, we're gonna drop this down a lot. No, not that way. This is going to prove to be a little difficult. If we kept it the purple was kind of nice. And we bring these two sides in. Now it just kind of looks like nothing. I'm not sure how I went from liking it so much to not liking it at all. Maybe when I upped the res... it looks... Okay, it looks a lot better this way. So this is the way I think we want to do it. Maybe like 0.9, so we have a little bit of that original color sticking through. This is kind of crazy looking. I think this is the chamber. I think we've done it. Transmissive, sheen, all that stuff down. Roughness all the way down. It is perfectly reflecting... Okay, no, we don't want that. Like a 0.1. Sure, that'll do. Specular down to 0. Transmission roughness can go up, and then that roughness can go to 0. No, definitely don't want that roughness to 0. Okay, so transmission roughness doesn't matter. And I think this is it. I think we're done. I think I'm going to call it right here. So let's put it all together. And you can't see literally anything. So we're going to have to play around with some settings on letting the light in. Simo, do you know if there's an easy way to make sure that light can come in through an object? Like if I have world. So I have this sphere around everything. I want it to not cast shadows. Surface. Settings. Transparent shadows. Nope, that doesn't help us. Yeah, no shadows at all. 0 shadows. But only one object, not the whole scene. The yellow rectangle. Okay, we're here. Visibility. Relations. No, it wouldn't be relations. Drawing humans, they look so funny when you give them too many teeth. It's very cryptic. If I didn't know you better, I would be worried. Whoa. What on earth? Is this killing my stream? No, I don't have any missed frames. This loads terrible. That's crazy looking. Okay, so we're going to just turn off shadows. Yeah, I know. I was just playing around. So we've turned off shadows, and it still seems like it's casting shadows. To me. Like, these don't look nearly as light as they did before. You don't know if you've seen my human drawing before, but it's in Discord. I will check it out in just a moment. Am I holding the right object? Yeah, we have the Skybox selected. I have it to not catch shadows, but this is just so dark. This is going to require a bit of experimentation, I think. Giving it the holdout is pretty interesting. That just looks so crazy cool. Holdout with transparency is definitely an interesting look. Oh, there we go. This is looking crazier and crazier the more settings I delete from it, but we'll leave it just like that. So, perfect. That is our guy. We got a lot of fixing to do. I definitely have to fix this up a lot, but I can light this area up, no problem. I can put a light right above us. So I think we're looking pretty solid. So let me turn off the Skybox. These guys are not as bright as I need them to be. So let's grab pillars. Let's grab the pillars. Let's pop in. Pop that back on. Pillars. We want material setting shadow mode none. Okay, let's try that. Let's try that real quick. Materials. Shadow mode. Where would I see shadow mode? shadow mode. What is shadow mode? You know what? It's fine. I'm going to leave it like this. We're okay. It's definitely workable. We're in the right ballpark. I'm going to probably do a bunch of different things once I export it to Unreal anyway. So just know that we've done it. We're here. We're running a little bit slow, and that is definitely a reminder that this is a little bit of an intense scene. So I have to sit and prune this just a little bit. This needs to be reworked quite a bit. So I'm just going to kind of, you know, color it for what it is right now. This is pretty solid. When Skybox is actually a sky dome, what other lies were I told by the council? Is that some Truman Show sort of thing? And while we're here, I'm just going to go ahead and grab the eyes. And the eyes are going to be a nice red, because I think that's just going to look quite a bit better for us. Even a little bit purpley. Actually, no, cyan. This like cyan-y, turquoisey color is pretty strong for us. Joe gave us the yikes. It's a prequel meme? It's a Star Wars? I don't remember that one. I don't remember that one at all. I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, to be honest. I know that's sacrilegious. I know everybody in the world loves Star Wars, but it just doesn't do it for me. Truman Show, really? Get your facts straight, Red? You know what, Joe? I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. Okay, so I'm at a point now where I'm like, I don't know what else I'm gonna do. I think I'm kind of done with everything that needs to be done on stream right now. There's some fixing that I gotta do, but it's not like, it's not huge. It's not stuff that I'm gonna be like super focused on for the time being. Have you seen The Mandalorian? I have not, but I know about the like white box set that they use. It's a very cool like thing. Oh, I know what we want. CQDK wanted us to add horns. It's like the other Star Wars thing I like. It's like the only Star Wars thing I like. Yeah, I hear it's very good. I hear it's like exceptionally amazing. And I know it was done using Unreal, which is wild. Which is like the craziest thing in the world. How do they do that? Okay, let's go ahead and pop over here. We'll pop out just a little bit for the horn. Like this. And I will just bring you out and up. And you're going to come in and out. And that is where the horns are going to come out of, right there. So I think it's probably in our best interest to grab that, poke a little bit of a hole in it. We're going to make that real small. And push on up. Okay, cool. We're going to do this. Up. Cool. That is going to be where the horns come out of. And let's make some wild looking horns. So, when I think horns, I think like sheep horns and I think like ribbed. Also, I had random turned on. That's a shame. Shouldn't have done that. I'm thinking like sheep horns. So let's try our best to make some crazy looking horns. Right there, right like that. Okay, cool. So that is quite a dragon. Quite a shape for a dragon, for sure. Barrel's giving us the with the fish. I like the way that we've used the fish to convey new emotions into chat. That is very appreciated. Oh, I was just thinking the horns like a spike. No, we're gonna go crazy. I want to make like horns, horns, horns. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go into object mode. We want to add a curve. We want some curve profiles. What do we want? Like a curly spiral. We want like a logarithmic spiral. Okay, there's our spiral. The spiral is going to turn once. Why is it not disconnecting? There we go, just like that. That should be just about right. So let's do it just like that, and we'll pop him on over. Make him nice and big. And we'll start getting to the rotations and stuff. So we're gonna do -90. Positive 90. I kind of messed it up, so we're gonna go ahead and grab him and flip him over like that. That still didn't work. What am I missing? Is there a way to mirror it? Curve, mirror. Sure, that'll work. Just like that, and we're gonna pop you forward by -90. Come on. Okay, done. Nice and done. Now we stretch it out. Pop you on up into here. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate it just a little bit more. And if we go to the curve and we go to geometry and we go to depth, I could probably make it like 5. We want to start with the biggest point on it and go smaller. So I'm going to say 10. And if we go back to our object and we put you back to subdivision, we're going to want to go back to the curve, pull you down just a little bit. Not half bad, not half bad. Pull you up slightly, and I think we got ourselves a pretty good looking horn. Oh, you got the fish talking to each other now. Okay, cool. So that is that. Let's go ahead and convert this to a mesh. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this in, make it small. Make it really small, like 0.05, 0.05, 0.05. And now we're gonna proportion that with a sharp using connected as hard as we can. Excellent. Excellent, 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 excellent. Oh, she's crazy looking. Cool. So now all I need to do is just join these points together. Merge at center. Grab the whole thing. We're going to smooth it out just a little bit. By like... Hello? Okay, well that didn't really work. We want to loop slide that. Loop slide that. Sure. That'll be our guy. I actually think we might be better off just removing these. Just dissolve. And then grab this and edge slide it forward just a little bit. That's probably good enough. So while we're here, I can go ahead and just remove probably every other one because this geometry is not really going to show up. You're not going to see it. There's no reason to quantify it. Why can't I hydrate? I don't know. There's supposed to be a 1-minute delay between hydrations. I don't think you did it recently, but we're going to go ahead and honor your hydration. I think Streamlabs might have messed up a little bit somehow. Okay, so that's our horn. Let's make it just a bit bigger. In fact, let me set object to geometry first. Make it a bit bigger. We'll do it just like that. And I know what you're thinking, right? We're gonna grab this. We're going to pop on a mirror. What the heck? You squished the fish. Dragon head. Perfect. Right, so we're looking at a dragon, right? Oh, cool. Isn't he so cool? No. What we want is we want to come in here, grab him, separate by loose parts. We want to grab this one, go into edit mode, turn on proportion with a sharp. I'm going to grab this. Hold on, actually I did it wrong. We want to do this, but only by connected. Only by connected, just like that. Grab the whole thing. We're going to smooth it just a little bit. What in the heck is going on? Smooth it a whole bunch. Come on. You know what? The more I'm looking at this, the more I'm thinking that we just got to do it from scratch. So I'm going to dissolve all of these edges. Remove the monster mouth. We're going to remove all of these edges. And then I'm going to go ahead and just delete you. Delete the vertices. Put the monster mouth back. Grab this. And we're going to rotate you to the correct place. Whoa, hello. Set origin to geometry. We're going to rotate you to the correct spot. Right there. And we're going to make this thing absolutely huge. We're going to skinny it up later, but we're just making it huge. So let me grab it, and we're going to go ahead and do a fatten / shrink. Just like that. We can go ahead and dissolve it that way just a little bit. Pull you out and down. And fix just a little bit of this back end. There we go. And we should be looking pretty good. Is he a little jank? He's a little jank. I'm sorry, why did that not work? There we go. Do it just like that. There we go. We got ourselves some dragon horns. I really don't like the way that horn looks. do it just like that, and then we're gonna pop you just a little bit bigger. And we just gotta pull that spike out, I think. Like that. Pull you out. Looks all right to me. Cool. I can live with this. I don't like that as he's poking out a little bit. Okay, so that's our insane dragon. He's a bit of a dirty boy. He looks a little crazy. But that's why we love him. Say ah. Yeah, we're saying ah to this little boy right here. Okay, so now we just need to color the horns. What is happening to those fish? We're gonna want teeth number 1, which is the rainbow. Am I missing the rainbow? Where's the rainbow? These are teeth 1. Teeth 1. Teeth 1. I'm not seeing the rainbow on here. Oh, there it is. Just barely. That adds a nice little bit of color to him. So I think we're good. Okay, cool. So that is our man. So I'm going to go ahead and make a... What am I making? A Wendigo with retro technology and barrel. What did you add to it? Wendigo retro technology. Oh, barrel. What did you add? I forgot. I'm going to go ahead and make a new file. Oh, it feels so nice to be in a fast rendering environment now. Wendigo retro technology and something. For the life of me, I cannot figure this out. But we're going to take a quick little break to look up some Wendigos. So let's switch over to Firefox. Let's go Wendigo. Oh, Wendigos do have skulls. I think I'm going to take some liberties with mine. The antlers are like a key part, though, so we have to use antlers. So, antlers for sure. This is the way that I picture a Wendigo in my mind. Apparently, Joe Biden is a Wendigo. That's interesting. Did not know that. This is more along the lines of what I'm probably going to make today. So let's go for it. So we're back to Blender. Retro technology plus Wendigo. And I cannot for the life of me remember what Barrel wanted. So I'm going to start by making the retro tech. So let's do ourselves a real favor. What retro piece of technology you want? Immediately I'm thinking a radio. The radio's a little boring. I'm kind of thinking... What am I gonna do? Retro tech, retro tech. We could do a sextant, which I think is a bad idea. A sundial is the one that first came to my mind, but I think a sundial's a little boring. A gourd. Does a gourd count as retro tech? Retro to me means like turn of the century. So I suppose it has to be like a radio or something. We could do like a phonograph. Let's do a phonograph. This will be it. We're going to do a phonograph. I'm going to go ahead and make ourselves a cube. I hear you saying, why don't you start with a cylinder? And you're right. Why don't I start with a cylinder? Better yet, why don't I do that curve thing I just did? Let's make ourselves a curve. We're gonna do just a nice, simple, not that curve. Nice, simple Bezier. Mine got a radio and its head is put together with an old TV. That's wild. That's a lot. Okay, so we're gonna do like this. Like that. Right, that is basically the shape that I'm going for. So we'll go ahead and extrude that on out. Should be able to pop it out like this. That's too much. It's just a little bit too much. That's actually probably perfect. Maybe a little bit smaller than that. And we'll go ahead and convert that to a mesh. I'm sure there's ways that you can sit and edit like curves and make like really crazy stuff, but one, I don't know how. Two, I don't have time for that. So we're gonna do a sharp with connected. Didn't work. Sharp, connected. Well, that didn't quite work the way I wanted it to. We'll go ahead and pull you up. I see an appendix. Beryl, what did you request earlier? You made a request earlier and I don't remember what it was. You know what? I'm gonna go for it manually. Messing with curves is always such a struggle for me, so I'm not gonna do curves. Instead, we're gonna go for a high vertice phonograph like this. A stand from JoJo. You know, suddenly, I remember why I forgot it. Suddenly, I remember why I did not keep it in my mind. Okay, so we're going to want to shrink this down. Using a sharp. Maybe we do want a smooth. Or maybe we want like a linear. No, we definitely want like a sharp. Man, it's hard to say. Inverse square. Okay, we're gonna do it again one more time. Again with that, and this time we're gonna lower it down a little bit more. I'm struggling a little bit with this. You already used permanent? I mean, that is what it is, I guess. Tell you what I want to do with this is I want to bring it down. We want to proportion it to make like the bell shape of the... What the heck is going on? We want to make like a bell shape. Why can't I make a bell? What am I missing? I'm missing something. I might want to use sphere. We're going to make like a bell. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Just like this. Right there. That's it. Right there. Now I'm going to take the whole thing and I'm going to shrink it to right about there. We're going to turn you sideways. Pop you up. And now all I got to do is pull out the bottom of this. So we're going to go like that. I'm going to subdivide this a couple of times. And I should theoretically be able to just grab this, mingle it on down, smooth it out using a sharp. Your country did not prepare you for my stand. Menacing music plays. Yeah, I don't know how we're going to do a JoJo stand, but I'm going to give it a hot try. Hello? Oh, of course, it just reversed it because Blender's insane. And just likes to go crazy when you try to do things. I sort of like it doing that. That's pretty cool. Does it look bad? Yes, it does look bad, but it also looks very interesting. There we go. There's our tube. Oh no. Oh no. You know what? It's gotta be it. We'll do it just like that. Perfect. Okay, so now let me fix the inside of this guy real quick. There's not a way to build a tube inside of this, is there? I guess there is. Yes, there is. Obviously. There's such an easy way to do this. I can grab the whole thing and extrude along normals. Extrude along normals, go inside just a little bit. And then we can take all of these and, no, let's not do that. Instead, we're gonna grab just this part and edge slide it in. Grab all of you, edge slide in. Grab you, edge slide in. That ain't half bad. Okay, this is going to be a disaster. Just going to put that out in the world. This is going to be a disaster, but it's my disaster. I have decided it. Okay, so I want to grab all of this. Maybe, yeah, right there is fine. Same goes to you. And the inside, I think we can leave by itself. Okay, so now I'm gonna go switch to this, and we don't want you, don't want you, don't want you, don't want you. You guys can stay. And now we are going to select every other one. Checker deselect. Oh no. Well, let's try it. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, so I think the better way to do this, the smarter way to do this, is to switch to this method. We're gonna go here, all the way down. I'm gonna pretend I don't see the inside of this, because, you know, whatever, doesn't matter. And then we're gonna grab all of this. Theoretically, if I do this right, we should be able to press Alt-H, and by that I mean Shift-H, and we've done it. Now, for the sake of geometry and how bad this looks, I'm just going to go ahead and delete all of these. And we're here. Okay, cool. So now I want to grab every other one. So go top down, you, and now I can just follow. My sci-fi theme is the most generic thing ever. What's so generic about it? Is it like just like a spaceship, or like what are we looking at? Okay, there we go. We have the whole thing set. Bring it out. Cool. Now I'm gonna grab we're gonna grab all of these. You, all the way down. And these guys need to be rounded. Don't say generic, say based. We got just the full based chat. There we go. I pressed shift a little too early previously. And we're going to go ahead and undo all of this. Okay, this is a pretty wild looking phonograph, but it'll have to do. So let's just pretend that this is not as crazy looking as it looks. Actually doesn't look half bad. This actually looks all right to me. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the end of this. And you get deleted, and you get deleted. Okay. A corridor with all the hard surface things that everyone does. Okay, well, make it unique. You got like 30 minutes to an hour before I finish. Make it unique, and then you get to show it off to us. And we'll judge you. As we always do. Okay, so that's going to be that. And we're going to go ahead and pop this a little bit bigger. Okay, so this is one of the worst things I've made in quite a little while. But I don't have the time to sit and worry about it, so this has got to be what it looks like. So we're going to go to this guy, and we're going to go ahead and just bevel the edges of him a little bit. There we go. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's so bad looking. Okay, cool. Well, that's fine. So now we make a Wendigo. So I'm going to make a Wendigo is basically a blob. You're really ready to color. Wow. What is that? I don't know. I don't appreciate that GIF or that emote. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a Wendigo body. So we got a cube. We're gonna go ahead and loop cut some stuff. We got a boink. Got a boink for your troubles. We're gonna go ahead and just do it like that. Grab the whole thing, bring it in. And I'm gonna grab just the bottom of this and pull you on down. And we're gonna grab these legs and extrude them down. Make some arms, extrude you out. We're gonna loop cut both of them identically, but we're gonna wanna grab both of them and scooch them inward a little bit and pull on down. Like that, big old boy. Indigo Wendigo. I could make him indigo. It would not be the hardest thing in the world. Bada boom. Okay. So this is our Roblox Wendigo. We're going to go ahead and put on a subdivision. And now I'm going to start digging into them. So when I think Wendigo, I think that we want to grab the knees. And we want to do like the You know what? Actually, let me grab this first real quick. I see this. I see him looking like this, and then we're going to pull the knees back. And we're going to do these guys forward. Actually, that's not how it works. When you're looking at an animal, the reason why their knees, quote unquote, are backwards is because they actually have knees that are facing forward. And then these are the heels, and they come really high up. That's why animals look like that. For that sake, these points should also be separated quite a bit. And there should be another loop cut right here. Just like that. Pull you on down. And we're going to go ahead and pull these two guys forward using global. Nope, not gimbal. Global. Global X. There we go. Now they need to be rotated like that. Okay, I'm done. There you go, I made him. You making Cinder Man? He feels a little weird right now. We're gonna want everything to kind of touch a little bit. Let's grab this, grab you, pull you both back. I can grab both of you and pull you back a little bit. That needs to come up and over a little bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and loop cut them straight down the middle. And we're going to go ahead and just follow Simo's advice real quick. And fix this guy. So let's go ahead and just grab every part of him that we can. In fact, I will take this knee. I will take both of these knees and we're going to put them back to where they belong for just a second. And then I will just face you, invisa you, and kill you. There we go. And now we can go ahead and put a new modifier on for a mirror. And it's going to be mirrored on the Y. Looking good. Cool. Now we can grab the knee and we can fix that knee and we're good. So let's sit and make this guy actually pretty intimidating for a sec. We're going to want to loop cut the leg 2 times. And I'm going to put forward 2 of these guys. Like that. We can go ahead and merge those at center. What does that look like? That doesn't look like anything. I just wanted it to look kind of scary, but so far it's just looking a little weird. Look at him. He's too blocked out, I think. Let's take these guys back just a little bit. The rest of them will look kind of scary once we get that going as well. So I think it's just a matter of like a lack of detail for the time being. So let's just add some detail, and then we'll get to being creepy later. So next is the hands. We'll do it like that, and then we'll do this part down. And then, of course, he has to have some claws. I sort of want to do the same claws that we just did on the feet, but I think it'll be more intimidating if we do a 3. So we're going to do 3 claws. You think your Wendigo looks scary? I hope mine looks scary by the end of this, but this isn't very telling so far. Still think marijuana good? This is a Wendigo after 2 marijuana. Honestly? This is a deep fried Wendigo right here. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull out each of these faces. There we go, just like that. And we're gonna pull you sideways, you in the middle, and you to the side and up just a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and just grab you. Merge you at the center. Copy, repeat, copy, repeat. These guys are going to go all the way to the floor. And we're going to grab the front-facing sides. Like that. Crease them a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and give him some actual articulation on his body. So we're gonna want a chest. Like that. Okay, and the shoulder should have some divots and some dimples. Make it look a little bit more real, make it look a little bit more fleshy. Probably don't need that one as prominent as it is. Okay, so now we're going for the organic form part of this whole thing. This is where we try our best to make it look a little bit less digital. So I grab everything and I merge together, push up like this. We're gonna go ahead and grab a couple of these, push these guys forward, push them up and out. You're gonna go down and in to really emphasize that like muscle curve, and then this one is going to be it. No, maybe up. Hold on. Right there. Okay. This looks all right to me. Still a lot of work to do. Just like this. I'm not going to worry about the bottom of the feet. You're never going to see him. Okay, so he's got a little bit more articulation inside of him. So now let's grab some arm stuff. Push the arms together. Like this. Getting them looking really crazy and feral. Okay, now we need the arms to look a little bit less bad. So let's pull you forward. You as well forward. This part comes way back. Same for you, way back. These two can push back a little bit. That arm joint looks a little crusty, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I don't really know how to fix it without really diving into some anatomy. And one, there's no anatomy on Wendigos to work off of. Two, I'm not good at anatomy. So, this is definitely not going to be the opportunity where I learn. Okay, we're going to call it right there for just a sec. I kind of think Wendigos like wear clothing, so maybe I should have just put like a poncho over him. Maybe I still will do that. I'm not sure. Now the head. The head is going to be the part that I think everybody's going to be the most weirded out about. We're going to pop the head in like this. And bring it in. And then this part we're going to push forward. And we're going to do like this. And I'm going to go ahead and make like a spidery little... Little spidery guy. Okay, the back could use some articulation as well. Like that. You can come up. Like that. And... I hate this spike. The more I look at this spike, the more I hate it. We're pushing ourselves today. Okay, so we're going for it. This has got to be our boy. Okay. Okay. He looks not good, but I don't hate him. I don't hate him. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working on the next part of this, and we'll come back to this once I have a little bit more of a point of reference. So I'm going to go ahead and add a cube. We're going to put the cube in the exact same position as him. I might rotate it a little bit as we go, but we'll put it right there. So this cube is our skull. I don't have the time to make a real skull. For sure, I do not have that kind of time. So instead, I think what I want to do is just grab this. Let's grab the whole thing and scale it to the size we want first. Like that. And I want to grab you and rip just enough to really get it working. Something scary just happened on my computer, just started. I don't know, it's on the other side of my room. It's probably Windows doing an automatic update, just to kind of clear the air on that one. Usually Windows likes to just randomly start updates on people's computers. I wouldn't stress too much about it. Should be fine, you should be okay. I don't really believe in ghosts or anything, so maybe I'm not the person to trust. But, I can assure you it's probably not that, given that Windows is very precautious about stuff. Oh, that's terrible. Hold on. Let's V. Oh wait, yeah, we don't want to do that. Hold on. Just you. So it turns on the computer. Yeah, it will sometimes. Windows will literally just go out of its way to like update your computer. It'll be like, time to go. We don't care what's happening. We don't care if you're asleep. Time to turn your computer on. My laptop is like stuck in a perpetual loop where Windows is constantly just doing it. It's very annoying. Okay, now we're back. Here, and we V. Can I V only on the Y? Oh, you can totally do that. V only on the Z. It scared you? I mean, it'd scare me too. I don't love that Windows has a mind of its own. 1, 2, 3, 4, face. And we go. Cool. Very cool. So now we're going to lower this down just a little bit. We're going to pop a little snout into this guy. The Wendigo OS is on your computer. There's a game idea for you. Anybody wants a game idea? That's the one. Okay, let's go ahead and throw on a subdivision. And we're looking decent. So now we just really want to like settle in on the geometry of this thing. So let's do like 4, 4. Oh wait, no, we want way more than 4. Hold on. We want like 13 and 13. I believe this is going to work. I suppose I should probably fix this part first. This already looks kind of reptilian. I think we're just on a reptilian mindset with all of the previous stuff going on, so apologies for that. There we go. I'm going to do my best to make it look a little bit more mammalian. But it is what it is at the end of the day. So we'll do 13. Now, here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to grab these two. Scooch you up. You two, scoot you down. You two, scoot you up. You two, scoot you down. You two, scoot you up. We're just going to repeat the process. All the way across. I'm getting so close to done. You have... You know what? I'm going to call it at 5:45. You have until 5:45, so, you know, push yourself to be done. Okay, so if I take this and we pop a vertice on there... And I just grab that one, pull you up, grab you, pull you down. Just like that. We are not in the same time zone? Okay, well, you have 25 minutes. Let's put it that way. Give yourself 25 minutes and we're going to call it. And we're going to compare our work, okay? This is a really good way to improve your work, is to give yourself time limits and really, like, hold yourself accountable to, like, either other people working or whatever. Alright, so I think this has got to be it. So let's put the subsurface back on. Let's crease. Oh, he's a little weird looking. He's a little bit weird looking. You know what? I have a different idea. Instead of creasing it that way. Hello? Oh, okay, we're back. That was weird. We want to grab just you guys. Wait, no, it did do it. Why did it remove my subsurface? Hold on. What the heck? Let's put on a mirror for the Y. Let's put on a subdivision surface. And now I'm going to go ahead and put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then now we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now we can grab this. This guy probably does not need to be as prominent as he is. So we'll pull that on up, pull it up just a little bit more there. We'll go it just like this, just like that. And it looks a little derpy, but I think it's gotta be what we gotta do. So I think we're gonna pop out the back of this guy. Let's grab... You know what? I'm just gonna delete the faces. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop up like these guys. And now it is 100% a I don't really like my Wendigo, but the head is a winner. Well, that's a stark contrast to what I'm doing. This is not my best work. I really should have used a reference, honestly, but it's a little late for that, so we're just gonna take it. That really goes all the way across. That's crazy. So I'm not beating myself up over this, but it's definitely not my best work. We're gonna go ahead and do a little bit of this. Nope, never mind. I would like to round that out, round this out, round that out. This is like a... It's like a crocodile Wendigo. Which is a shame, because I was hoping to not dig into the crocodile stuff anymore, but it is what it is. We're going to push this in. I actually think we can make this pretty haunted if we just do an edge loop. This will be like a Floridian Wendigo. That's what I'm going to say. That's how I'm going to correct this and say that I did it correctly. It's a Floridian Wendigo. And I was going for that the whole time, obviously. We'll pull all of that up. Okay. He is just a dude. He's just a real dude. We'll go ahead and grab the head and bring you down like that. We're gonna make some little geometry here to make him look like he's crying a little bit. I like the squished fish. Squished fish is my new favorite emote. There we go. Just like that. Oh, he looks so sad. It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so he's in. I kind of think we should just pop the nostril out. Like that. Maybe we should do the same thing on the eye. Okay, so if we do that and I grab just the inner edge of this, We can take that and do this, but I could go one step further and I could put a loop cut here and here. And we can go ahead and mold the eye just a little bit more. He looks so sad. Wow. He looks so sad. Okay, let's pop him on. In fact, I should probably solidify him a little bit. Extrude along normals in just a little bit. Nope, we're not gonna do that. He looks like me in school. Rough. That's a rough one. Okay, so we're gonna do Y like that. And then now the skull can just get popped right on there. Scooch him down a little bit. And honestly, that's how we're gonna do this. Oh no, he is so bad looking. Looks dehydrated. He just looks so upset. Okay, so let's fix these arms a little bit. The arms need some articulation. Let's go back to the modifier. Let's remove the subsurface. And let's fix these arms. He needs, like, rounded, nice-looking, lovely arms. So we're going to grab all of this. Push it all in a little bit. And his arm needs, like, definition. So he's going to need, like, right here. Pop that out just a little bit. Pop you out just a little bit. Pop you out just a little bit. And then we're going to grab, like, you. Just like that. Look at all this. Okay. He looks a little strange. Oh, he just gets worse every time. All right, we gotta drink water. Everything I do, I feel like he just gets a little bit weirder. He's like too square. That's definitely the problem, is that he's like such a square. I need to change the lengths of some of these. Like this. And this. And now we want to push in on that divot just a little bit. Okay. He looks so bad. This is such a bad sketch. How much time do we have? We have 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to grab just a couple of pieces, and we're going to pull some items forward just to, like, really sell the idea that he has dimension to him. Like that. Like that. It's terrifying, but not really in a good way. Yeah, I agree. Definition of arm: an extrusion from an organism or a machine, main purpose of which is to manipulate with other objects. I mean, he looks like he touches things. Other than that, I can't really say he has very much articulation. This is going to be the worst thing I've made in a long time. That is for sure. But I don't know what else I can do to him. So I'm going to throw a rag over him. So we're going to throw a little bit of a cloth over him. Let's go ahead and make a piece of cloth. So I'm going to give him a cylinder of the same Y. I'm pretty sure we still have the same Y located. Yep, we do. So we're going to do this. You said you need more definition of the arms. Barrel, how dare you? Okay, we're going to go ahead and do like 7 of these. I'm going to grab them and we're going to scooch them down. We're going to do... You know what? I don't need to do any proportional sort of stuff right now. We're just going to go ahead and pull this on down. Proportion that. Like that. Perfect. You're done. Well done. I got 15 more minutes before this atrocity is complete. He's just wearing a dress. He's just wearing a dress. He's just wearing a dress. Oh no. He needs arms. You know what? He needs armholes. You know what? I don't care. He's wearing a dress. My Wendigo wears a dress. What about it? So I'm going to go to sculpt. To be honest, could be a stand. Okay, you know what? That's how we rope the JoJo into here. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just making it look like he's wearing a weird, crazy piece of cloth. Okay. And we're gonna go ahead and just do some little pulling. He looks like he's about to pick up his kids from school. He looks like a weird villain from a Disney movie. Like, this is a Princess and the Frog, like, wannabe. Oh my gosh. This is Mama Wendigo. No. With her weird jukebox. What have I done? What have I done on this day? I can't believe I spent my time doing this. I think I might have lost all of my mojo for the day. Let's make this bigger. This needs to be more of a prominent element. I'm gonna retire after this. Okay, so let's color it. Oh, it's awful. Oh, it's awful. It's so bad. I'm like embarrassed to be making this right now. This is one of the worst things I've ever made. Okay, so we're gonna start with the fabric. I'm gonna go like bloody red. It's gonna have super high roughness. It needs to be shaded smooth. Super high roughness. Sheen. Sure. Sure. Oh, I need to take some courses or something. I need to like practice some anatomy, character design. I'm not sure what yet. We're gonna call this robe. And if I'm being myself, then I definitely want to go ahead and do a couple of things first. Let's pop in a Musgrave. We're going to do a Musgrave for the alpha, and it's going to be high detail, low dimension. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop in a color ramp. We're going to reverse these colors. Just like that. And I'm going to do constant. Okay. So we got some little rips and tears in them. Perfect. That ain't a bad look. I could probably take this and pop in a color ramp. And we can grab this color. Pop you in there. Pop you up here. And make this brown so it looks like it's disgusting and gross. And we could probably go black right on the edge of where those tears are. There we go. That's probably the best thing I've done this whole sketch, is make that fabric. That's probably the best thing I've done all day. Not all day. I like the work I did today, but not this. So that's robe. This is going to be the Wendigo. We're going to call this skin. It's like a smoke monster. So it's going to be like a volume. Principled volume. It's going to be high density. Maybe not that high density. Maybe like a 4. It's going to be this frightening dark purpley color. You're really trying to make this one work. Emission strength and emission color. Emission color needs to be like these little dark blue. It'll be that indigo color that we were talking about. Like that right there. And emission color is going to be based off of little tiny noises. So we want very distinct, no detail, very distinct. Where are they? Want really, really distinct little bulbs. Mom to go on her way to get her son to go. I mean, that's the way it is. Okay, well, you know what? This is fine. Little smoke monster is all right. Now we need the skull. The thing about Wendigo skulls is they have a mix RGB between a bone color, which will be that. In fact, it's actually probably a little bit more than that. It's probably got to be color ramp. I feel exhausted. I feel like I've been working for 8 hours straight at this point. When you don't like the piece of art that you're making, it's very difficult to like will yourself through it. Noise. Okay, so we're gonna put a noise on there. I like Squish as well. He's great. Put a little bit of color between them. Sure, that's just gonna be our guy. Roughness is going to come down. He's pretty glossy. Sheen, no sheen, no sheen, no sheen. Sure, we can put specular on him. I actually think he should be a little bit metallic with even lower roughness. Maybe a little bit higher roughness. There we go. We'll do it just like that. Both of these should be made just a little bit darker. So we'll say 0.3 and 0.5. And next up, we're going to want a really bright red, scary, scary red with a design. So let's put on a magic because I don't really have time to think about too much else. So he's going to have a magic texture of 5 with a high distortion and a lower resolution. Like a 0.1. I don't know about this. Mango. His name is Digo. How much time is left? I got basically 2 minutes left. But I might be going over on time a little bit. You know what? We're going to use a wave. A wave is going to come up here. Pop into there. Nope, 2 minutes left. His name is Mango 2.0. Are you saying that he is a better version of you, Mango? Is that what you're saying? We'll say 3. And then we're going to go ahead and make a very shiny gold texture. Right there. And now we want to make wood. So I'm going to put in a color ramp right here. And we're going to put in a wave between these two. And the colors need to be like a nice brown, like this. And the exact same color, but a little bit darker. And we're going to go ahead and pop that into 7 and pop the distortion into 20 and the roughness down to like nothing, detail high, and we're set. That's our wood. Mango is the one and only. Since when are sequels better? That's a good point. So I didn't get to do antlers. I didn't really get to do much of anything. I just kind of freaked out for a while. But here is our terrible Wendigo with a piece of retro technology. So yeah, I'm sorry for what I've done to this world. This one's pretty sad, pretty bad, pretty frustrating. But it's what I did. So, you know, Mom to go is gonna go to see her son to go. Honestly, this robe is the best thing I've made in the time. So, yeah, this was terrible. This was the worst thing I've ever made. I think this is it. You know what? I'm going to say officially this is the worst thing I've ever made. So cool. Happy to have done that on this day. Let's go ahead and pop into Discord and look at everybody else's work. The Ice Age sequeled itself to a mass grave. Beryl, you are edgy today. Alright, starting up Discord. I'm waiting for it to load before I switch my camera or anything over. Come on. It's really thinking about it. Takes a while. I should have done a low poly. I should have low poly this a lot more. Okay, let's see what we're working with. Let's see. We got Simo. We'll start with your Wendigo. Your Wendigo's good. It's so good. I love the little picture coming off too. That's nice. That's a cool touch. I don't know what this little spirally bit is, but the rest of it. Chef's kiss. This is it. This is so good looking. This is a 10 out of 10, man. That blows me out of the water, that's for sure. Then we got the thing. I also like the tape. The tape's cool. Very cool. Very, very cool. Let's give that a little star, and let's give that a little demon Oni. Japanese. There you go. What is that called? Japanese ogre. First time ever getting a 10 out of 10. You know, today's your day. And then we got the most based sci-fi scene in the world. It certainly is a sci-fi scene. It's really good composition. It just needs a little bit extra, you know? So, okay. With that, I think we are set. So, thank you all for joining me. It's been kind of a weird day. Yesterday was very, like, high energy, and today I feel like I was very low energy, so I'm gonna go eat some celery and cleanse myself, and hopefully I'll be high energy tomorrow. What? I'm not even... Beryl, what is happening? So yeah, thank you all for joining me. We actually went to time, despite me saying that we were gonna finish early today, so not bad. But I will see you all tomorrow. I'll be here at 1 instead of 2. So I'll be an hour early from your normal time. And we're getting so many fish in chat. It's what you like to see. Peace out. Ciao, everyone.